Hey folks, happy Thursday to you. It is Thursday, November 10th, and today we have a passage from Second Corinthians chapter 1. So turn over there, Second Corinthians chapter 1. And the prompt for giving thanks today is for the God who comforts us in our troubles so we can comfort others. And we see that in this passage. So Second Corinthians is in your New Testament. It's towards the back. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, Corinthians, Second Corinthians. Paul wrote a couple of the letters to these folks in the church in Corinth. And in this one, he says this: "Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercies and the God of all consolation, who consoles us in our affliction so that we may be able to console those who are in any affliction with the consolation with which we ourselves are consoled by God." So we're in affliction. God consoles us, cares for us, so that we might care for others who are in the midst of their affliction. For just as the sufferings of Christ are abundant for us, so also our consolation is abundant through Christ. If we are being afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation. If we are being consoled, it is for your consolation, which you experience when you patiently endure the same sufferings that we are also suffering. And so Paul is amidst a season of suffering, whether that's illness, whether that's imprisonment. Certainly he went through both of those, and God has brought him through the other side. He is saying that is a consolation. And so his encouragement to these folks as he writes this letter, they're also apparently in some sort of affliction, probably a persecution from the Roman government and Roman sort of hierarchy. And so he says that just as I have been consoled, now I console you. You are going through this affliction. It is for your consolation and your salvation. So God is going to work through that. Now, we have an understanding that God gave free will to all things, us and all things. And so God is not the cause of their suffering, but salvation, redemption, consolation will grow out of their suffering. And so Paul is trying to help these folks understand what they could do, should be doing, what their response to suffering is. It's not that God caused it to bring about something, but God can bring about good amidst their suffering. And so in our suffering, it's not that we are joyful in it, but we understand that God will bring something out of it. And for that, we give thanks. And that is a consolation in itself. So if you're in that season of suffering, God didn't put you there. God's not testing you. God is not doing this to you to see so that something else might happen. But God is with you, and God will be working for the redemption of that pain that you are experiencing, and bringing a consolation to you. So as Paul would say, God is there with you, and God will bring something about because of your faithfulness, even in times of suffering. God bless you. Have a great day.